There's a moment every orthopedic surgeon hits, and it's terrifying when you finally notice it. It's the moment you realize you're practicing on autopilot. Not because you're careless, not because you're less skilled, but because the system has pushed you past your bandwidth. I'm Dr. Tyler Goldberg, founder of NAOCA, and today I'm talking about something surgeons rarely admit, even to themselves. It's the autopilot shift. What causes it, what it means, and how to pull yourself out of it. Practicing on autopilot doesn't mean you're unsafe. It doesn't mean you're sloppy. It doesn't mean you're checked out. It looks like you're doing clinic, but you're not fully present. It can look like you're performing excellent surgery, but emotionally, you're flat. You're making decisions quickly out of necessity, but not intention. You're moving from patient to patient without a mental reset. You're answering questions reflexively instead of thoughtfully. You're watching your schedule more than your patient. You're efficient, but you're not connected to the work or your patient. Autopilot is the mechanical excellence without emotional engagement. Let me say that again. It's mechanical excellence. You're good, but you're emotionally detached without emotional engagement. And surgeons slip into it very slowly because the system demands you to slip into it. This is the part that nobody's going to talk about. Autopilot happens when your clinic is overbooked, your OR days are overloaded, your administration burn-in never ends, and your bandwidth is stretched all the way to the end. It's thin. Your cognitive margin gets eaten up alive. You can't think about things anymore. You don't have enough time to think. You don't have enough emotional space to care deeply about what you're doing. It's not burnout, it's a protective adaptation that we have built inside of us as human beings. Your mind will go into conservation mode. You stop experiencing the work and you start executing the work. Big difference. You're not experiencing this, you're just executing it. Not because you're unmotivated, but because the model leaves no room for presence inside of it. There's a cost to this shift. You're gonna lose when you go into autopilot. You're gonna lose satisfaction, connection. You're gonna miss your joy that you have in mastery. You're gonna miss the emotional grounding you get to experience every time you do your job. And you know what else you lose? You're gonna lose your sense of purpose because you get a pride in your craft and you're gonna lose that pride. The surgeon self that you used to recognize, it's gone. You're still doing the work, but you're not in the work. And there's a difference there. Over time, you start asking questions like, why does this feel flat, right? Where is my meaning? When did everything else get so heavy? Why am I so drained after a normal day? Why can't I stay present with my patients anymore? Why is my mind drifting to the next patient in the next room? Why do my OR days feel like sprints instead of an art? Autopilot isn't a flaw, it's a signal to you and to me. The danger isn't the moment you notice it, the danger is the months or even years that you don't notice it. Surgeons can stay on autopilot for 6 months, 2 years, a decade, the rest of your career, because outwardly everything looks fine. Your numbers are good, your group is happy, your RVU production, oh boy, is it important, and it's high. Your partners think you're thriving, right? Your patients are super grateful, they give you good reviews, but inside, you know something is off. That inner friction, that's the identity trying to come back online. You don't fix autopilot problems with efficiency tricks and schedule tweaks and more vacation and better EMR dictation tools. You don't fix it by time management hacks or another vacation. It's just not gonna do it for you. Those might give you 48 hours, 3 days of energy, but they're not going to restore your presence. As soon as you sit down with the first patient and you haven't fixed your identity, boom, you're right back on autopilot. So, how are you gonna break autopilot? Fewer cases, presence requires margin. More time per patient, connection requires breathing room. More thoughtful planning, you can't think deeply in 5-minute increments. Not gonna happen. Controlling your schedule, autonomy will bring back your identity. And you can bring it back by a model that's aligned with you as a surgeon that you train to be. And that's the foundation of Concierge Orthopedics. For me, the shift was immediate. The moment I redesigned my practice around the time and intention that I wanted, I stopped operating like a machine and I started operating like myself again, like the surgeon I came to be, the surgeon I desired to be. That's why NAOCA is built for surgeons. It's to recreate that for other surgeons. If you're noticing the autopilot shift, or if this describes a feeling you've carried silently, You're not alone. I'm Tyler Goldberg. Email me at founder@orthopedic-concierge.com. Tell me what part of the work feels flat for you, one surgeon to another.